Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, good afternoon, and welcome to the 2014 Openlands Annual Luncheon as we observe our 51st year of operation. My name is Richard Carlson, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Openlands Board Chairperson. And please feel free to enjoy your salads while we make our opening remarks. Virtually all of our work is done in partnership with others. And many of our dedicated partners are here today, including elected officials and civic leaders. With over 900 in attendance, we can't possibly thank each of you by name. But believe me, we appreciate all you do with us. And thanks so very much for your support and collaboration. I would particularly like to recognize an amazing group of board colleagues. I continue to be so impressed by how willing our board members are to commit their time, talent, and cash to help connect people to nature in our region. Would board members in the audience please stand up and be recognized? A great group of people. Of course, nothing of consequence would happen at Openlands without a just as amazing staff, and I would like to recognize them as well. Just give them a hand. Today we celebrate the power of art to give voice to landscapes, to help people engage with the natural world, and to allow a community to express its beliefs. We are especially grateful to our two co-chairs, Suzette Bully, a great supporter of Openlands and a wonderful photographer, and Lou Schorsch, the Chief Executive Officer of ArcelorMittal, the presenting sponsor of today's event. And now, please welcome event co-chair Suzette Bully.
Hello. I'll begin with a special thanks to the Luncheon Committee. All names are listed in your program booklet. They helped spread the word about the event and supported the event in so many ways. Thank you. I cannot miss the opportunity to thank our sponsors. Please take a look in your event program booklet at all of our silver and table sponsors here with us today. Thank you for your great support. A big thank you to our gold sponsors, Bartlett Tree Experts, Connie and Tony Bischoff, Sean and Andy Block, BMO Harris Bank, the Boeing Company, Christy Weber Landscapes, Door County Land Trust, Joan M. Hall, Kirkland and Ellis, Living Habitats, Mr. and Mrs. Richard C. Nodebart, the J.B. and M.K. Pritzker Family Foundation, Skidmore, Owings and Merrill, the University of Chicago, U.S. Bank, and West Monroe Partners. And our generous platinum sponsors, ComEd, ITW, Stantec Consulting Services, and Hank and Wendy Paulson. And lastly, thanks to our presenting sponsor, ArcelorMittal. And we are thrilled to have with us today the president of ArcelorMittal USA Foundation, Bill Steers.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Suzette, and it's great to see so many familiar faces in the crowd today. You know, at ArcelorMittal, we've always recognized the value of strong strategic partnerships. Strategic partnerships can be critical in helping organizations expand their knowledge, build credibility, and expand an organization's sphere of influence. As the largest steel company in the world, we have a lot of in-house expertise. For example, if you want to make a car lighter, safer, more fuel efficient, well, you can contact us, and our R&D and engineers can help. If you want to know how to build a skyscraper, 1,800 feet tall almost, like the Freedom Tower in New York City, contact our engineers, we can help. But however, when it comes to land use and conservation, we recognize that these aren't skills and experience that we house internally. And therefore, it is critical that we have strong partnerships with organizations that can help to educate us and expand our knowledge. And that is where Openlands comes in. For almost 10 years, Openlands has been much more than simply a nonprofit partner that we support. Under Jerry's leadership, they have been a strategic partner that we can share challenges with, bounce ideas off of, and a point of reference for making sure that our communities are more environmentally sustainable and accessible by our employees and the people in those communities. The refreshing thing about Openlands is that our partnership goes well beyond simply our direct relationship. They are routinely at the table making introductions, facilitating relationships and involvement with partners, even when there isn't a direct link into their business. It was Jerry who, about 7 years ago, introduced me to the folks at the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation. Out of that relationship, facilitated by Jerry, we began a program called Sustain Our Great Lakes, as well as the Chi-Cal Rivers Fund. These relationships have resulted in more than $101 million in investment in land conservation and restoration in and around the Great Lakes and the Chicago-Calumet River watershed. These programs have reconnected or restored more than 1,300 stream miles and more than 40,000 acres of wetlands and associated uplands, which have improved the condition and accessibility of habitat for many species of conservation concern. So therefore, I wanted to thank Openlands, the entire staff and team, and Jerry for embodying the true meaning of partnership. I look forward to your continued success and the continued success of our partnership. So in closing, we are also very delighted that Terry Evans will be receiving the Conservation Leadership Award at this year's luncheon. We were honored to work with Terry several years ago where she photographed many of our facilities, and we are very proud to have her artwork and photography displayed prominently throughout our offices here downtown Chicago. And I can tell you that there's not a single person, guest that comes into the office that doesn't comment on one or many of the photos. She is a committed conservationist and incredibly talented artist, and we are thrilled to see her recognized today. Thank you.